Hello everyone, this video will help you to complete the application form or kit for the residence permit or Permesso di Soggiorno for the purpose of job search or Cerca di Lavoro. So we will start from Modulo 1. You need to fill both Modulo 1 and Modulo 2. So we start with Modulo 1 and on the top you need to write the name of Kastura. So you can find these pages with the kit and you need to write the Kastura name and abbreviation. So let's say for example we choose Bari and its abbreviation is BA. So you need to write the name of Kastura where you are applying for Permesso di Soggiorno. Try to write in capital letters and try to write with black pen. So BA for Bari. Here you need to paste marca di bollo of €16, not 14.62 but €16. Then move to section 1. On number 3 you need to write your surname or the last name. Then in the number 4 you need to write your first name, and if there is also middle name then with the space you need to write your middle name. Then again in the 5 you need to write the abbreviation of your provincia. So let's say Bari, and also comune means city, the comune name, so continue with the Bari. Then move to number 7. Here 8 is if you are applying for the first time Permesso di Soggiorno, but if you are applying for Cerca di Lavoro, that's when you are applying for the renew. So you need to click on Renovo, number 9. Then move to the second column. Here you need to click on Permesso di Soggiorno because it's not Carta di Soggiorno. Then the most important thing for Cerca di Lavoro is the number 16, where you need to put the correct code of your permit. So let's say for a student it is 24, but for the Cerca di Lavoro there are 3 different categories. If you are a researcher and you are applying for unemployment for research reason, then you need to write 28. But if you are a student and you are applying for unemployment for job search, then you need to write code 30. But if you are not a student and if you are also not a researcher and you are in some other category, then you need to write 05 code. You can also see these codes in the white pages that you will get with the kit. So you can see 05 is for attesta occupazione, for unemployment. So I repeat, you need to write 28 if you are a researcher and you are applying for unemployment for job search. You need to write 30 code if you are a student and you are applying for unemployment for a student. You are searching for a job as a student, and if you are not a student as well as not a researcher, then you need to write 05 code. Then in the section 18, 19, 20 you need to write the data of your current or expired Permesso di Soggiorno. In the 18 you need to write the number of Permesso di Soggiorno. In the 19 you need to write the code. So for example, if your current Permesso di Soggiorno is on student, then you need to write 24. If it is on the researcher, then you need to write on 22. So you need to write the relevant code of your current or expired Permesso di Soggiorno. In 20 you need to write the expiry date of that Permesso di Soggiorno. Then move to section 2, where you need to both click on modulo 1 and modulo 2 because you will be filling both these modules. Then in 25 you need to indicate the number of pages that you are going to fill. So you need to count the number of pages of both modulo 1 and modulo 2, and at the end you can fill these pages. You can write the pages. So for example, if you are not you do not have any children and if you are applying only for yourself, then you will complete the first 3 pages of modulo 1 and the last page of modulo 2. So in total you will be filling 4 pages. But if you are also indicating your kids, your children with your application, then you also need to complete more pages, and then the number of pages in 25 will be increased. In 26 you need to indicate the dependent children under the 14 year of age, and if you do not have any children, you are applying only for yourself, then you do not need to fill 26. Then in 28 you need to write the date when you are going to submit your application in the post office, and in 29 you need to do your signature. In the 31 section 3 starting from 31. In the 31 you need to write your codice fiscale, and if you are applying for the first time and you do not have a codice fiscale, you can also leave it blank or you can generate online. In 32 you need to write A if you are unmarried, and if you are married then you need to write B. In 33 you need to write your gender, M for male and F for female. In 34 you need to write your date of birth, so let's say 1990. Then in 35 you need to write the code of your country where you were born, and in 36 you need to write the code of your citizenship. So you can also see these codes from these white pages that you will get from the post office along with the kit. So let's say we choose some country as an example. So let's say we choose Pakistan. So for the Pakistan it is PAK. So you need to write first the country where you were born in 35, and in 36 you need to write the code of your citizenship. Then in 37 if you are a refugee then you need to tick on C, otherwise you need to tick on no. Then in 38 you need to write the city that is written on your passport, city name. Okay, in section 4 it's about your identity document. So if you have a passport then you need to tick 40, but if you have any other document then you need to tick 41, and then obviously you need to write in 43 the other document name and also the code in 42 of if you choose 41. But normally we have passport, so you need to take 40. Then in 44 you need to write the passport number, and then in 45 you need to write the expiry date of your passport. So let's say 31st December 2030. Then in the 46 you need to write the code who have issued you the passport or identity document. So if your passport is issued by your government then you need to write 01, and if it is issued by a consulate or embassy then you need to write 02, and if it is issued by your the embassy of your country in Italy then you need to write 03. So normally 01 is also okay because somehow it is issued by your government. Then section 5 is only for those who are applying for the very first time. So here you need to write the details of your arrival in Italy, for example your date of arrival, the airport and the visa number. So section 5 is only for those who are applying for the first time. So move to page 3. You do not need to fill section 6, it is for the refugees. Then you move to section 7 where you again need to write the abbreviation of your province. So we continue with BA, which is for Bari, and in 67 you need to write the commune name, and in 68 you need to write your street address. In 69 you need to write your house number. Also if there is any letter you can write in after the slash. You can leave 70 and 71 because it's about your Scala or internal the internal house number. In 72 you need to write your area code. In 73 you need to write your email, and 75 you need to write your telephone number. So this is you need to fill module 1 first 3 pages. You can also fill section 6 if you want to write the address of your friend or some relative where the Kastura can send the communication, but it's up to you. The necessary part is until here, until the column 75. So this is modulo 1. Now I move to modulo 2. Okay, now we start modulo 2 for Permesso di Soggiorno, Cerca di Lavoro, or residence permit for job search reason. So module 2 is very easy. On the top you just need to write the name of your Kastura, and in next in 2 boxes you need to write the abbreviation of your provincia. Then you do not need to fill page 1 of module 2, leave it all the way blank. Also you do not need to fill page 2 of module 2, leave it blank altogether. Then you just need to fill page 3 of module 2, and it is very easy. In section 6 on 65, first you need to write the date of registration when you were registered at unemployment center, also known as Centro Impiego. As you can see, you need to write the registration, the date of registration that you have done at unemployment center. In Italian it is known as centro per impiego. And in 66 you need to write the provincia, abbreviation of provincia, where this center is located. And in 67 you need to write the name of the cities, because in the province there are many cities. So in the 66 you need to write the abbreviation of provincia, and in 67 you need to write the name of the city where this center is. And 68 is about circulation. It's about the code within the city, so you can leave it blank. It is not mandatory, so you only need to fill 65, 66 and 67. So on module 1 you need to fill first 3 pages for unemployment, Cerca di Lavoro, and the last page of module 2. Now we move to the Bollontino, the fee slip and the documents requirement. Okay, now we move to the third step, which is about the fees payment, Bollontino. On the top you will see there are 3 sections on the fee slip. So on the top you will need to write the fees. So normally the job search permit Cerca di Lavoro is issued for the 1 year. So the 1 year fees is 70.46. So you need to write 70.46. Also here 70.46 and also here 70.46. Then here you can leave it blank, because you need to write this 70 46 in words. So the person in the post office can write, or it is not necessary. Then these are the important sections. So here you need to write your full name, and in the second line you need to write your street address. Also on section 2, the part 2 of Bollontino, on the first line your full name, and in the second line your street address. Then here in the first upper boxes you need to write your full name with spaces, and then you need to write your street address. Then in the cab you need to write your area code, and in the locality you need to write your city name. So this is all about Bollontino. Now at the end we move to the documents requirement. So at the end we check the documents that you need to present at the time of fingerprints in Kastura. So first obviously you need to have your original passport or identity document and its copy. Then your current Permesso di Soggiorno and its copy. Then you need to have passport size photo with white background. Then the receipt that you get at post office after the submission of kit. Then you need to have some residence document. Then you need to have copy of Codice Fiscale or Tessera Sanitaria. Then you need to have CUD. It's not mandatory, but if you are doing a job and now you do not have any job, you can present your previous CUD. Similarly, if you are an employee and now you are not working, then you can also present your previous pay slips. Then the most important document, your registration certificate at the unemployment center, also known as Centro di Impiego. So you need to present this registration certificate. Then you need, if you are a student, then you need to present your degree completion document. And if you are a researcher or employee, then you need to present your previous contract or relevant documents. So these are the documents that you need to present at the time of fingerprints. So if you have any questions or confusion, you can write in the comment box.